Hello and Happy New Year to everybody. Feels really special to be able to connect with you here this first week in January. And January, what do we think of at New Year's? We think about things like New Year's intentions. So, this is just a very special time when there is this opportunity to connect with the energy of having a fresh start, beginning something new, and people often will look within themselves about things that they would really like to start doing or things that they'd really like to bring into their life. Or in the case of spiritual entrepreneurship, what kind of energy we would like to bring in for our business this year. So, New Year's is such a key time for being able to bring in very, very powerful support for being able to do something new. It's a great time for that envisioning. The place where we often fall short is how we carry through and actually manifest these intentions that we would like to bring in at the new year. So that is why I wanted to bring us together to look at how to create the inner foundation for change. It's one thing to envision it and say, hey, I want to do this. It is another thing to actually create within yourself the foundation for being able to actualize that change. So I thought that it might be what really came to me for doing this today is to share a story within a contemplative meditative space. So rather than leading you through a meditation for creating that inner foundation of change, we're going to do something a little bit different. And we are first going to get into a reflective place, and then I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to share a story about how I and my family have been manifesting a profound change within our home. So, why don't we first get into a more relaxed space? So, inviting you to make sure that you have turned off any distractions, anything that may take you away from these next few minutes that we're going to be spending together, shutting down notifications, turning off your phone ringer, these sorts of things, just to create the space to be able to go a little bit deeper and be a little more present with yourself. Because honestly, change comes from a deeper place. It does not come from a superficial place. So we need to have that ability to go into a deeper place within ourselves. So, having shut off the outer distractions, I invite you to come and start to be present with yourself, present with your heart. So, as we have done before, if you'd like to put your hands over your heart and begin breathing into your heart through your hands and breathing out of your heart through your hands. And just in a very simple way, coming into presence with yourself, with your soul, with your being, and also coming into presence with your body. So as you're breathing into your heart, coming into a deeper sense of presence with your soul, your spirit, your heart, your body. And as you're breathing out, you can be letting go of distractions, distracted mind, things that may be like, nattering at you. Just taking a pause, letting that go with the out breath as you come into even deeper presence with yourself. And so, having established this little bubble of peace, this little bubble of stillness for yourself, I invite you to continue connecting with your heart as I am going to be sharing the story of how I and my family over the past couple of weeks have been doing a home energy cleanse. And what that means is that we have been going through our entire home, every nook and cranny, cleaning it and organizing it. So throwing out lots of things that we no longer need and donating other things that we no longer need that other people might be able to use, and then cleaning and then well organizing every single space in our home. So this was a grand undertaking. It was a profound change. And it didn't just happen just by thinking, hey, it would be great to have a really clean, organized home. So I would like to share with you, and I am pleased to say I have the permission of both Eden and Dexter to share this. And Eden, I see your hello there. So nice that you can be tuning in live. And I know that Dexter intended to tune in live as well. So I have their permission to be sharing this story of how we created the foundation for this really, really powerful change throughout our entire home of energetically cleansing the whole home. So this all began last fall when Eden and I were leading a group 7-week Heal Your Heart Through meditation program. So we were doing it as a group, and we were taking 7 weeks to become very present with ourselves through the practice of mindfulness meditation. And as part of this beautiful program, we do a soul art visioning project. And when I did my soul art, when I let my soul speak through the art, I knew that what was on my mind is I wanted to get more grounded. I wanted to connect more deeply with abundance, and I wanted to connect more deeply with my ability to lead others, specifically in their area of their businesses and abundance. So how was I going to connect with deeper resource for that? And what came through in my soul art was a picture of the energy in our home. So that was a part of the soul art. And I have come prepared today to share that part of my soul art so that you can see what came through for me. And this was the beginning of the change. This was the inception of the change. So in my soul art, in the bottom part, I'm only actually showing the bottom part. There's actually an upper part as well. In the lower left here is the before picture, and the lower right is the after picture. And of course, these are energetic pictures. In the lower left, this was a picture of our main storage closet, which for me felt that there was a lot of chaotic disorganization, unhappy energy for me. And then this was just like sort of an artistic depiction of how I was feeling in the spaces of our home. And it was just feeling very small, very cramped. And so this was energetically for me the before picture of our home. My soul art also revealed to me a picture of how things would feel if everything was cleaned up in our home. So this is a artistic depiction of the storage closet. So this over here became this. So light, airy, well organized, spacious. This is an Ashe symbol, which has to do with inherent confidence. So having a sense of the space actually beaming out, a sense of spaciousness, organization, and confidence. And then this is not an actual depiction, but is artistic depiction of the after experience of our home, that it would feel more spacious and our hearts would be large and lit up, and energy. The yellow lines were energy flowing through and around joyfully all areas of our home. So again, as Dexter pointed out to me, that is not where his room is. This is depicting Dexter in his room with a glowing blue heart. No, that is not where his home is. So Dexter, thank you for understanding that I had to do an artistic depiction of spaces in our home. So that is actually an interesting, I think maybe where I'll take this next point, is that after I created this picture of the before and after feeling of the energy in our home, I'll just stop this screen sharing now. Then I had to connect first within myself about this. And again, as part of this beautiful 7-week Heal Your Heart Through meditation journey, we take 3 weeks, 21 days to meditate. And also I was doing journaling in front of this soul art painting, connecting with the painting through my journaling every day for 21 days. So this is how I really seeded the foundation for the change within me. And during that 21 days, I started talking with others. For instance, one day when I was doing my journaling, Dexter came in, and naturally he was curious about this painting that I was looking at. And it provided me the opportunity to share with him about my desire for this home energy cleanse. And so that was when I was able to share it with him. And I'd also shared it with Dexter when he came in and saw the soul art. And so then, after I started really seeding it in myself and speaking with others in my home, then I started speaking with friends, expanding out this vision that I had. And I also came up with this strategy of let's break this down into manageable chunks so that they can be fun. And so the first thing, we didn't have to do anything other than just walk through the home and just do a walkthrough with a clipboard and take note of the different things that were happening in the different areas of our home. Like, for instance, when we did the walkthrough with Dexter, I explained to him, we want to tune into the energy of the space and just notice, how do the different areas of your room feel? And so when we were looking at his bookshelf, he said, boy, this doesn't feel very good there. And so we said, yeah, that's just exactly the sort of thing we want to tune into. And so then we noted, what could we do to change that area? So cleaning it out, tidying it, and I just took down notes on the clipboard of what could be done to create an uplifted energy in each area. And so we did that through the whole home, making a wonderful, comprehensive list of what could be changed that would feel better. It was a time just to dream about what kind of energy we would like, what we would like to feel in the different areas of our home. It did not have that oppressive feeling of, oh, we have to do all of this. We just simply gave ourselves the permission to dream about what kind of energy we'd like to have and what little steps we could do to be able to create that change. So after that, that was when we scheduled little blocks of time to work on different areas of the home. So we had I did type up the list after handwriting it. I typed up the list in a very organized way. That can really help to feel spacious when you take on a project. And then Eden and I, we blocked 2-hour blocks each day during our retreat between Christmas and New Year's. With Dexter, of course, we needed smaller chunks. So we've had 1-hour blocks this week for him doing his room energy cleanse. So just taking off manageable blocks of time, scheduling them in, and holding them as sacred, and having that support of the walkthrough checklist has made this an amazingly easy project for us to do. Dexter is almost completely done with his room. Eden and I are well over halfway done with doing the entire rest of our house. And from that, we do have some times scheduled in the weeks ahead where we will be completing the entire home. And so this is how I first came up with this heartfelt desire to have a very organized and tidy home. I knew what this related with. It related with me feeling more grounded, more at home here, not having energy leaks of feeling like, oh, there's a disorganized closet, there's a disorganized cabinet. I knew that I wanted to come into a place of more openness, more flow, and being able to manifest in a bigger way in the world, being able to help people in a bigger way. So I needed to relate with the energy that was in my home. I knew this clearly. I seeded it within myself by journaling simply in front of my soul art every day for 21 days, talked with Eden and Dexter. We created a plan. We were on board for the plan. We took it in simple steps so that it was broken down and made easy. And the 2-hour, and in Dexter's case, 1-hour chunks of time when he worked and we worked on the energy cleanse, they were enjoyable. They were manageable. We just really got in there and did it. And I have to say that even after just doing the walkthroughs, we all started just tidying even before we got to our formal work sessions. It inspired the energy of change. So even if one thing you take away from this is give yourself the chance to do an energy walkthrough around whatever change you're wanting to do. Just allow yourself to dream about what you're feeling like now and what you would like to feel like once the change is done. and then take a few notes of steps that can take you towards that change. These are some very, very, everything that I've shared in this story is very basic, very practical. It's respectful of the self, it's respectful of the people around you, and it opens up the energy for creating powerful changes. So I see that Eden posted here, yes, it made it so easy and enjoyable. So there we've got a testament to how this process can make things much less daunting. It can create, rather than something feeling like a mountain that you could never do, it makes it doable into little stages for climbing that mountain. And it is inspiring, it's relieving. It takes huge burden off the spirit when we make changes that are just near and dear, important to our heart. So I encourage you to dream about what would be a really meaningful change for you this year, and also to put in that foundation for the change so that you can carry through with it. So I share this story with love, and I very much would like to support you in being able to make changes like this, changes that really uplift your spirit and make your life feel very meaningful, things that maybe felt like a mountain and impossible. What I love to do is to help create that space for actually being able to make mountainous changes. I am very practical, and I also vision great things, and I love helping other people to do the same. So on that note, I will share that Eden and I are giving a very special event this month, January 22nd through 24th. We will be leading a masterclass, 45-minute bite-sized sessions on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week of the 22nd, where the topic is activating your spiritual business. So this can be if you already have a spiritual business and you want to activate new energy for it for 2024. This can also be if you have maybe been dreaming of starting a small business. This also will activate your ability to get things started. So I will be sharing 3 keys for running a successful spiritual business. And Eden will be bringing in Lyrian soul healing each day to be able to be letting go of various limiting beliefs and fears and blockages for you being able to move forward. So if you would like to take advantage of this free masterclass that we will be giving, I have shared the link to check it out and to register in the event. So we've got it posted on YouTube and on Facebook. And this is something we're not able to do this often. So this is a special opportunity, and we warmly welcome you to check it out. And if it's something that you feel would help you, please do join us. Take us up on this heart gift that we will be giving. So on that note, I wish you a beautiful rest of your Monday. My goodness, it's not Monday, it's Thursday. Wish you a beautiful rest of your Thursday or whatever day you may be listening to this. And I look forward to connecting with you next week. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.